Start.
Hello everyone. So yesterday I started PLSQL programming basics. So that covers actually that covered what is the structure of the PLSQL programming, what are the sections held in a program. Okay. So I repeated that is the which one comment sections and optionally is the declaration section and mandatorily execution section and finally exception section. Okay. Then I discussed what is the output statement in the PLSQL. Okay, that is the db method underscore output dot put underscore line is equivalent to printf in the C language, equivalent to the CPP cout system dot out dot println in Java. Okay, so then what are the data types available in the PLSQL programming also? Today we are discussing control statements in the PLSQL. So control statements are actually two types in any programming language: decision making and branching, decision making and looping. So decision making and branching. Branching means what here? Simply when we require a control is transferred from one location to another. When we require a control is transferred from one location to another. So it is called branching. When, where, it is decided by decision making. So this type of technique supported by, see in the any programming language by four types of statements, three types of statements, sorry. Okay, one is simple if else, if, nested if else, else if ladder. Okay, right. So shall we discuss the syntax here? If condition, then statements in F. This is a very simple. So condition you have to put two less than greater than syntax. So then if else, if condition, then statements, else statements and if. Next one is if else. Next one is if else. So if else, if condition 1, then statements, else if condition 2, then statement. If the condition is true, then execute these statements. If the condition is false, again it go for condition 2. Condition 2 is also false, then we go for condition 3. Condition 3 is also false, then condition 4. Like until and unless no condition is matches or no condition is satisfied, then the final will be executed each and every if enclosed with end if. Where in the C language you put a opening brace and closing brace, but here you need to write end if is the logical end of every if. End if you observe your end if followed by semicolon. If condition, then you need to write then also here. Whereas the syntax statements, no semicolon after them. Statements which you require by executed, semicolon, else, statements, semicolon, and if followed by semicolon. Okay? So next we will discuss another thing. Sorry, just a minute, sorry. Right, you observe. So another one is decision making and looping. Decision making and looping. Looping means what? When we require a statement or statements to be executed repeatedly. So for example, I want to execute a statement or statement by 10 times. You put in a loop. So after the 10th time, it will be terminated automatically according to your condition. So it can be supported in the PLSQL by looping statements. We call them looping statement, loop, while, for. Whereas the C language, do while, for. Here we have to for this for loop, while, for. So first we'll discuss about the loop. Loop, just write a keyword, loop. Then sequence of the statements. What are the statements you need to execute repeatedly? We'll write here sequence of the statements. Okay. Then write immediately what here? Exit, when, condition. So according to the condition, this sequence of the statements to be executed, then the loop will be terminated. So like example also I have taken a loop, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Hello, I want print 5 times. So simply I go for I greater than 5. So while loop will take while condition. So what is the difference between here? This is the do while, this is the while. This is the exit condition looping statement, this is the entry condition looping statement. So whereas here after execution of the statement it will check the condition. Very first time the condition becomes false, for example. Very first time the condition becomes false. Even though statement to be executed at least one time. Whereas in the loop. But whereas the while you observe, while condition. So then you go for the statements. If the condition is true, then the statements will be executed. And again the control is goes to transfer to here. Then again it it will be evaluated. If it is true, then the statement should be executed. Again it's go for evaluation, again and again and again, when the condition becomes false. Then when the condition becomes false, automatically it comes out of the loop. We have right end loop. Every you observe here end loop. There is no open and close like you are C and C++ and Java. Okay, simply open and close. So example also same example I took here. So then for loop, for variable in reverse and reverse. Very simple. Just I recall the whereas in the C for loop, for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. What do you mean by syntax here? So assignment, condition, increment or decrement. Okay, here also this is called variable. Which variable you go for? Assign. So where it will be started. So you go for decrement, will write the reverse. If you won't go for reverse, if you won't go for decrement, if you want decrement, you won't mention anything reverse here. Simply mention reverse, it takes decrement. You won't mention reverse, it doesn't take anything. So that's in start. Just example for I in 1 to 5. So assignment, assignment and condition both is happened here. Okay, assignment and condition both are started and between will be there here. Okay, in will be taken from this starting condition. Then number of statements and go for end loop. Okay, so I repeat once again: decision making and branching, decision making and looping. Decision making and branching I have the three. So if simple if else, if ladder. So whereas the looping, loop, while and again for loop. Okay. So then after another one, the common thing is go to statement. Transfer the control of the program unconditionally. So all of you knows go to is simply unconditionally. So whereas there has a condition, then only the control is transferred actually. Without any condition, you can transfer your control from one place to another place. So this is the mostly not required so many times. Why? Because without a condition, why we transfer the control? So commonly no people are preferable. This is go to statement. Okay. So these are the control statements in the PLSQL block. Okay. So go to syntax also there here. I will show you the syntax also. Time again.
112.
12 minutes.
7 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay.
So go to syntax, you observe here. Go to syntax. Go to which place you go for. This is the code block name. Then automatically goes. Declare, begin, write. So syntax. Another one is switch. Switch is equal to your case. Switch statement. Case when condition, then the statements. When condition, then the statements. When the condition. So whereas in the C language, switch case 1, switch case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, case 6, case 7, case 8. That no case is found, simply go for the final else. Here also same thing, else. So then write here end case. Then write here end case. Okay. So these are all the control statements in the your PLSQL programming. Okay. So then another one is exception handling. Exception handling already I discussed in yesterday. Exception is a runtime error caused by a condition. Okay. So when we require any statement causes a runtime error, you will put under the exception. So what is the syntax of the exception? Is a very simple. Just a minute, I will show it. So just a minute, I will show it. So simple. You observe here, when an error occurs, an exception is raised. That is a normal execution stops, control transfer to the exception handling parts of your PLSQL block or subprogram. So internal exceptions are raised by implicitly, automatically by runtime system. User defined exceptions must be raised explicitly by raise statements. So syntax exception, you need to write a keyword exception. When built-in exception, then you want any user action will be right here. Example, declare. I will declare one variable v underscore name. Okay, good. Begin. Select under the employee name. Employee underscore name is a attribute from the employee table. I will take into v underscore name. I will throw it from v underscore name. So from table name is what here? EMP99. Table name is what here? EMP99. Where EMP underscore city equal to Delhi. exception. Example, other than Delhi, simply what message you have to get it? No data found. I want only Delhi city. If you want to supply Delhi, you supply Calcutta, you supply Chennai, you supply other than any city than Delhi, will you get a message? Simple what here? No data found. So then what we get in case exception is not raised, simply no employee exists within the given city. It will be dispatched, otherwise not dispatched. So built-in exceptions already default exceptions ready on duplicate value underscore on index, no underscore data found, too many rows, value errors. So these are the exceptions already created your SQL program. When we require, we can use. When we require, we have to use. So like we can create also our user own exceptions also. You can create also your own user exceptions. So that is, I will show it here. So PLSQL allows you to define your own exceptions according to the need of your program. Mana requirement batti maname mana own exceptions ni create chesukochu. Yesterday I take an example. Those who want to register in Oats website. If you have anyone have the more than 18 years, then only it will be permitted to register for Oat. Otherwise, you will get a message. Which message? You won't have an age more than 18. Okay. So this is called own exceptions. User defined exception. A user defined exception must be declared and raised explicitly using either keyword. We have to use raise statement to the procedure. So simply declared my underscore exception. You will get the declared. I will take here C underscore ID, C underscore name, C underscore address. These are the attributes related to the customers table. These are attributes related to the customer tables. So I will show it clearly. It's a very simple and very easily. I will send this Xerox also. So C underscore ID customers. ID is the actual attribute in your customer table, but I will take here what? C underscore ID. Whichever the attribute ID have the data type, it automatically assigned to C underscore ID. Okay. So that is will get the value CC underscore ID. Okay. Then C underscore name, C underscore address, and user defined exception. So user deflection, if 0 will be raise an exception. What is the raise an exception? You observe here. This is if you won't get an exception, the customer details will be printed. If you raise an exception, you will get which message you observe here. Exception is invalid. What message? ID must be greater than 0. So otherwise, no such a customer. Otherwise, error. Now that means enter a customer. This program intention is what here? After execution the program, you will ask enter a customer number. For example, you enter a minus customer number, minus 10 and you supply input is minus 10. Anyone have the customer name is along with a minus? No one. Definitely customer is started with only 0 onwards. 0 means first number 1 onwards. That means positive numbers will be expected. No one giving minus customer numbers. So when you give a minus customer numbers, we will get a message simply ID must be greater than 0. Okay. So for example, the particular table having only 100 customers, you will give 101. Simply will get a message, no such a customer. So simply unable to understand that you will give a characters, you will give a whatever it may be. So don't give a number. So we'll get a what? Error. So try to maximize what type of error raised by the input, from the input by the user. If you want to understand the user's input, simply give a which message? Error. Simply which message we need to give? Error. Okay. So this is right about the exception handling. Okay. So okay. So just a minute.
13, 14.
Okay. Everyone, I close it today. The remaining topics will be discussed tomorrow. Please go through this link and listen clarity. If you won't get understood, definitely make a call to me or make a query to WhatsApp or whichever you have, whichever the way you can connect to me. Definitely I help you. If you won't get it, definitely ask it me. So I will send this Xerox copy, this note center completion of my subject. Okay. Thank you.